Hey guys, I just wanted to jump on real quick because they just announced the verdict for the R.Kelly case, the New York case where he was facing racketeering charges and sex trafficking charges. They just announced that he was found guilty on all counts. So now we're moving into the sentencing phase. If you watched my live I did maybe 2 months ago where I was talking about how some of his attorneys asked to withdraw from the case, they were out right before this New York trial. And so I don't know how that impacted the fact that the government put on quite a bit of evidence to prove that over the years, R. Kelly basically had a scheme of things to recruit young women and to use them for his sexual pleasures. And it was a whole kind of enterprise that had a lot of moving parts involved. So that was a couple months ago. Go back and watch that live stream if you haven't already watched that. But I know this verdict has brought about a lot of feelings for people. Some people feel vindicated. Like, yes, he finally got what, after all these years of abusing young women. There's a lot of people talking about how do these parents let their young children kind of even be a part of this? Like, because a lot of them were minors, and it's like, okay, where are their parents? So there was some pointing fingers at people. There's some people were like, okay, they found him guilty, but I don't think he's guilty. Maybe like people that feel that, I don't believe what they say. I think they said even when they announced the verdict, there were people outside playing R. Kelly songs outside of the courthouse. So he's going to have some diehard fans no matter what evidence is proven in court. He's still going to have some diehard fans. This is one of the many cases that he's facing, right? Because they had him extradited from Chicago to New York for this. He still has charges going in Chicago that he hasn't, that he's pled not guilty to. So he's going to trial on those as well. So it's like, you still got a lot of work to do in regards to like facing other charges. I know there was some news, I don't know the accuracy of this or not, but they said that his net worth is negative. So how is that going to impact how he's going to fight those charges back in Chicago? Because if you have a net worth of zero, what attorney is going to take this case? He possibly can get public defender, but like what attorney is going to take this case otherwise if you don't have any money to pay them? So that affects his ability to defend himself when he has to go back to the Chicago case, but he still has to deal with sentencing in New York. And so it'll be interesting to see if they have any aggravating causes, anything. They're going to have to do a sentencing report before it goes before the judge and say like, okay, he should get this sentence because it's a range, whether he should get it on the lower end or the higher end based on different circumstances. So it'll be really interesting to kind of see all that. But I wanted to come back on here because I know it's very popular. We talk about different kind of legal issues as it relates to like regular life. And this is one of the more popular ones. It kind of ranks up there with the Cosby. A lot of people have known Cosby, have known R. Kelly for years. Some people have said they've been doing it for years, and people just kind of been like sweeping it under the rug. And now it's kind of been brought out and he's been found guilty. I don't know as far as his ability to properly appeal even the verdict, because like I said, as I mentioned, it costs money to appeal. You can possibly find somebody who can do it pro bono, but I don't know who may represent him or not. But just know that usually people, when there's guilty verdicts, people usually are going to try to appeal it to find something that they feel like they weren't represented correctly or there were wrong evidence admitted. They're trying to find something to say that the verdict should not be held up. So I'm going to keep following it. Comment below. What do you think about this verdict? Because I know there's been differing opinions about it. And I kind of want to know what you're saying, because I know we have a variety. And, as long as your opinions are respectful, I'm here for it. Like, I'm open to it. I think that I was more concerned with the legal basis of it and like his attorney withdrawing and how that would impact it. So you may see that argument later saying that, the fact that his attorneys withdrew at a critical time, he wasn't able to properly defend himself. He may bring that up in appeal. I don't know. But this has been an interesting journey. It's not over. Like I said, this is only in New York. He's still got other stuff going on in Illinois that he still has to face. So I'm sure he's probably feeling a little beat down today, but guilty on all counts for the racketeering and sex trafficking case in New York.